Abby, it's Friday, and I have to say, I am really impressed with these intros that you keep putting in front of your videos. It's making me feel like now I need to make an intro, but because my video editor is so much worse than yours, the best I could come up with was this. Gotcha. Moving on to your punishment. I understand that your schedule got screwed up because you were gone for a week, but still, you didn't upload a video on Tuesday, so you're getting punished. Sorry. No one suggested anything else to be your punishment, so I think you know what I'm about to say. And now for the official guidelines of your punishment. You must take a shot glass, or if you do not have a shot glass at your home, something similar in size to a shot glass, and fill it to the top with ketchup. Then, you must consume all of the ketchup that is held in that container. And of course, you must do it on camera, but I mean, you already knew that. Also, I've noticed that the Vlogbrothers have a tendency to let their punishments get away from them. So I'm thinking that we should set a date for when the punishment has to be completed, and if it's not completed by that date, it gets doubled. I think that a month is a reasonable amount of time for you to get your supplies together and do this, but if someone else has some other suggestions, they can feel free to tell me. And finally, moving on to this video's actual topic. Today we're going to talk about a cartoon show that I watched once because I was bored and then ended up being a lot better than I expected. It's called Welcome to the Wayne, and it's basically about 3 kids who live in an apartment building called the Wayne, and then they explore the apartment building, which just happens to be full of monsters and robots and people who want to take over the world and stuff like that. It's set up so that each episode relates to the last episode, but at the same time, they're kind of independent of one another, so you can jump in on episode 5 and still have some knowledge of what's going on. The main character is a boy named Auntie Melina who just moved into the Wayne, and he ends up becoming friends with a brother and sister duo named Ollie and Saraline Timbers. Ollie and Saraline have been exploring the Wayne phenomena, as they call it, for years, which is kind of weird considering that Saraline's only supposed to be 7 years old. Sounds like somebody had a whacked out childhood. To summarize their characters, Auntie constantly has no idea what's going on, Saraline is very smart but not good with people, and Ollie is basically Patrick Star. The art style of the show is very similar to what I've seen on various Cartoon Network shows such as Steven Universe and Gravity Falls. Speaking of Gravity Falls, I've heard a lot of claims that Welcome to the Wayne is just a ripoff of Gravity Falls, but I haven't actually watched Gravity Falls, so I can't confirm nor deny that. In recent years, Nickelodeon has sunk into this horrible trope of having to rely on gross-out humor for their shows, but Welcome to the Wayne does have some of that, but at the same time, it also has its own humor that is actually funny alongside it. For example, the Wayne Secret Library is called the Stanza. Someone breaks into the Stanza, and the kids don't know what his name is, so for the entirety of the episode, they just refer to him as Tony Stanza. The show has a really fun fantasy and sci-fi vibe going on, and based on a few hints that have been dropped about the kids' parents, the show also has a darker underside to it, but since this is a kid's show, of course that won't be addressed. Now, the show is being advertised on Nickelodeon as being a new show, but it's actually not. Welcome to the Wayne was originally a 6-part mini web series that aired on Nickelodeon's website. Then, when a full TV show was developed based off of it, originally aired on Nicktoons. So while the show is new to the main Nickelodeon channel, it's actually not new. Also, it should be noted that the show's theme song is very excellent, and I would play some of it for you, but I'm kind of afraid of getting content ID'd, so I'm just gonna leave a link in the description for you to watch it. If you want to watch Welcome to the Wayne, there are new episodes airing on Nickelodeon at 4:30 my time, which is Central. However, if you're too lazy for that, I'm sure that YouTube can help you out with a playlist, or just in general, the internet can help you out with some pirated copies. Question of the day! What do you watch Welcome to the Wayne, and what are some cartoons or animated things in general, or really just things in general that you would recommend to other people? Abby, I hope you enjoy your ketchup, and I'll see you tomorrow.